is the voice of P2B. Once he said obedient, everybody is kind of obedient. And you see Nigeria helping one another. You see Nigeria having that spirit of helping because that is what we used to. That is what we know Nigeria for. We are kind of people that used to help our fellow people. But because of how the situation government made people stop doing that. But now you look at people investing their money in their fellow Nigerians, gathering them together, trying to make sure that everybody is coming together. People now doing a cleanup in the name of obedient movement, working together. And that spirit is something that is going to take Nigeria to a greater height if Peter Obi emerge as a president because he's Nigeria's president. He's not any tribe president, not any religion president. This is Nigeria president. It's like Nigeria running their president affairs. That is one thing I have learned from this election. And that is one thing that is going to establish in this P2B. That is the foundation. Togetherness. Because with togetherness, we can build whatever we can. We can achieve anything we want. So far as we are working together for one another, we are going to achieve it. And that is what this movement is all about. Now, going back to Kenneth Okonkwo, like Mr. CM said the other day, one time brought in Daniel Buala because Dino Molai can compete. Nobody can compete with Kenneth Okonkwo. Nobody. Bring out any APC, they didn't go and search anybody. Nobody. If you watch, since anywhere, Kenneth Okonkwo is even, we're talking even, Kenneth Okonkwo, none of APC spokesperson can compete with Kenneth Okonkwo, even PDP. Then you are talking about Dele Fatu. That one alone, the man alone, that one is another less level. So when you look at P2B team, they are all credible in every angle. They are all credible. That alone will show people the sign of people the team P2B is bringing in. If P2B can bring these people in just to campaign, imagine the kind of team he's going to bring for appointment. Because that alone, but look at people that is coming to represent APC. The same people will keep hearing. Old people who don't even have vision. When they come to television, they don't even look at the one that we interviewed today in a Chinese television. The one that called himself, I don't know his name, Felix or something like that. He don't even, when they ask him question, he couldn't even answer a question. He keep turning around, because they don't have vision. And that is what kept Nigeria where we are today, because when APC emerged as a president, they don't have vision. Most of us, CM, we are from East and from East. Most of us that used to do all this meeting of a team, if you are contributing a meeting both back in days, even till now, you already plan what you are going to use your money to do because you have vision what you are going to use it to do. Once that money is being given to you, you invest it there because you already have plan. The problem we have in APC government is that because they don't have plan. So when that power was given to them, they don't know what they want to do with it because they don't have power. They don't have vision or what they want plan. They don't even have anything. And that is the same thing that has happened to Tinubu now. If you ask them, what is Tinubu vision? They keep telling you, Tinubu did Lagos. Are we talking about? We're talking about now. We are talking about now. We are not talking about yesterday. We are talking about now. And they don't have vision. So when you look at the PDP, they still banking on what failure they achieved before. They still banking on failure. Imagine when people are still banking on failure. That means they don't have vision what they want to do. So in all these things, Obasanjo endorsing P2B, I think that is a great thing that Labour said is a gift to Nigeria people, a new year gift to Nigeria people. Not only Obasanjo, today I was looking at the, like my sister said, the meeting that P2B attended when P2B wife was the women town hall meeting. People like Edo Pikin and the lady that Edo something like that, all of them now start coming out to endorse P2B.
No
A
worry,
lot of
picking.
what picking, yeah. So a lot of them, you look at Macron, a lot of them, people that have vision knows where Nigeria is going. Most of all of them are obedient. It's just that they are waiting for one person to kick it up. So and now that Obasanjo coming in have like energize everybody. A lot of people are now coming out speaking out because if you want to get Nigeria to the level we want it, it's not going to be P2B alone. It's going to be we Nigeria. We have to join our hand together to get it to the level we want. But if you are waiting for only P2B to go achieve it, it's not going to happen. All of us is going to join hand together to make sure that we get that Nigeria which we dream of. P2B, even if you watch all his interview, he keep telling you, once you vote me, finish. If I happen to be president, don't go and sit down. You have to come out and work with me. You don't need to go back to your room and expect everything to just fall. Man, I cannot fall from heaven. It happened before. All of us, we have to be checkmating Peter, because the more you keep checkmating, the more you're putting more pressure on him. The more you're telling him he need to work. But if we vote Peter and went back and go and sleep, nobody's going to solve the case. So P2B movement and what is happening, I think, is something that, because when God wants to deliver his people, when that time comes, no matter what the enemy trying to do, they won't bring it down. So P2B have come to stay, and Nigeria, we have come to stay. We are coming to take our country back. So no matter what APC, let them keep deceiving themselves. Obasanjo, you know what Obasanjo? When Obasanjo endorsed Buhari, Buhari won election. When Obasanjo Yar'Adua won election, even when he supported Jonathan the first time, Jonathan won the election. So, and it's not like the man is just somebody that can come out and say whatever he want to say. So Obasanjo believe in, because one, like Niger Watch, most of us here have been saying it, the only thing most of all these leaders can do is to correct their mistake. You know where you made a mistake as a leader, because Obasanjo is not looking for anything. He's above 80 now. So there's nothing Obasanjo is looking again. So the only thing Obasanjo need to do is to make sure that even if in my last day I can be able to contribute the good of Nigeria, can I change my mistake? Can I correct my mistake? And that is what those women are doing. So a lot of them is going to endorse Peter, even IBB, even all this Jonathan. If you see their body language, you don't need to look further. Just look at their body language when they were with Peter Obi. The body language alone say it all. But when they were at Atiku and Tinubu, look at how they kind of frame their face. There is not too much laugh. So that shows everything. So for me, I am happy with what is happening in Nigeria. About the Labour Party going to the rural area, people are trying. At least I have to give my fellow Nigerians. It's not easy. Nigerians are trying. People are trying very well. They are trying their best. Today in Imo State, Humphrey people, they donated 27 vehicles for the P2B campaign. People are doing their best, trying to make sure that they get it right. So, but they will keep trying, because we are not going to fold our hand. We'll keep trying till the last day. So nobody is sleeping. So I have to give them kudos, because when you encourage people, then do more. So I keep encouraging my fellow Nigeria. Yesterday in my community, they played they played a final in football match. The whole team of that football match is all about obedience. So everybody's getting the message. People are getting the message. They are getting the message in rural areas, even in urban area. Now you see PDP, then coming out, and APC, they keep talking, and before they're talking about 4 people tweeting on the room. They're not talking about structure. Now they're talking about P2B bases, urban area. They then keep deceiving themselves. After urban area, they will see talk another thing. They keep bringing one, and when they come bringing all those their stupid word, we keep defining it, telling them this is where we're, because we are come to stay. So I just want to yield back. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Collins, for your submission, and thank you for always being here with us. We appreciate you. So we'll go straight to the next person. And before I do that, I saw some people have super chatted us, and somebody is asking for the account number in the comment section. True Teller, the account number is right under your comment there in the comment section. Thanks for asking. We appreciate you. Or I can say Romoseli Udalu has joined us. Thank you so much. Jaja, I see you right there. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you all for always coming to support and to lend your voice in this platform, both in comment section and in the panel. We appreciate you all. Thank you. Moving on, I would like to go to the next person, which is the person of Mr. Chooks. Mr. Chooks, are you there? Mr. Chooks, unmute
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm here.
Okay, good
Yeah,
evening,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you for joining us today. I want you to make a submission for 5 minutes in this segment. Thank you. Sorry, hold on, Mr. Chooks. Mr. Nejawaj, has Mr. Sian spoken?
No. It's not his turn yet.
Okay.
After Mr. Shooks, Tiobala, then Mr. CM.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Mr. Chooks, you can go ahead and make your submission. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Irene, and good evening, everybody. Good evening, fellow panelists. Good evening, our viewers, and of course, the comment section. Yeah, I would like to start with Kenneth Okonkwo. I watched that interview yesterday. Like Mr. Elvis said, he just destroyed both representative of APC and PDP. Even they made mistake when they want to call one of them want to call PDP and they say APPDP. So they keep trolling that. It's the one thing well, with this current OB campaign is that all Nigerians, who wanted the country to move forward, they're beginning to learn how to address issues, not coming out like the two Daniel Buala and the other one who came to just speak lies and just say things that that when Nigerians are watching if we really want to tell ourselves the truth, we shouldn't even be contemplating on putting these people on a ballot box, because if you come out there to say that what happened in Anambra State in 2010, that there was so much hunger, while this governor, as at that time, was receiving award for the best security, the economy, and all kinds of awards. That shows you the level of the people that wants to govern us or rule us, as they always refer themselves as. So Kenneth Okonkwo, without missing words, just say it as it is. He told them, because one thing I like him is he just called the shot as it is. Sometimes, and these media houses are beginning to understand him, because why they don't stop him from saying that. I watch so much Nigerian news. When you want to call people liars on television, they'll quickly stop you. But I've been observing him. When he used that bold language, nobody stops him. You know why? Because they fact-checked what he was saying and knew that it was completely lie. So when he says that, they don't have any issue with that. And, I must give Shehu kudos for that, because, you see most of our journalists, they come and, just to balance the equation in their own way. They keep conniving with these criminals to lie to us. Even though when you want to challenge those things, they come after you and tell you, no, you're not allowed to speak like that. You're on national television. And when these people come to lie, they don't tell them they're on national television. Look at what Daniel Buala was saying. If Obasanjo would have endorsed his principal, I don't think Buala will come here to say this. And this is his way of doing things. While he was in APC, he so much defended them. And this is a man living in the United Kingdom. He did that interview right from United Kingdom. If Nigeria he is, presenting to us is that good, what is he doing here? He got a job in Nigeria. What is he doing here? Let him resign. Even if he has a job here, let him resign and go back. Any day Nigeria is secured and moving forward, I assure Daniel Buala, I will leave this country. I don't derive joy in living here. But like we said, they chase us away. Imagine people preparing to put their life online just to get out of the country. That tells you much about that country. Because you don't tell me that anybody with his right senses will prefer to go on the sea with nothing, trying to cross. So the likes of Buala, I don't, much necessarily, follow them or regard them anymore, because you see some brilliant people, young people who are lawyers, who are learned, and you're looking up to them to stand with the truth. And they disappoint and continue to disappoint. I thought when he jumped ship, he is gonna, stand on the truth. Even if I am working for Atiku today, I will say it as he is. If he doesn't like it, I go. That's why the likes of Dele Farotimi, I don't joke with him. I don't joke with him. From beginning, he said, I'm not gonna declare for anybody until a certain time. Then I will be sure. And that is what he did exactly. You watched him or you listened to him talked about former President Obasanjo. He never changes. But when you do good, he said, hey, this is where you done good. He don't come back and continue the same thing he's saying about you because he hates you. No, that's the kind of man we need. And like the last speaker said, that is one of the signs that Nigeria, if we get it right now, we wouldn't need much to get up there. We wouldn't need much to get up there because everybody, in fact, this movement is resetting the brain of every individual in Nigeria. I believe that. I so much believe. And that is why the call Obasanjo made is so important because, look, the main engine of that his letter was when he mentioned the youth. He said, the youth, look, this is what you must do if you are ready to have your country back. And when I listen to that, I hear that. And there are so many youths discussing this on the street of Nigeria. So that tells you people might come here, criticize him, he have no vote. Yes, I agree. He can't influence any vote. Yes, I agree. Does his message resonate with the youth? Yes. Because that single message, he don't need to have 1 million people to vote for LP for him to do this. When he put out that message there, he can bring 10 million, he can bring 5 million, he can bring anything. These governors we are talking about, how many votes can they gather? They gather people they can give, they can pay. That's it. If they can't pay those people, they will not appear there. But if you say the truth, say things as is, people is gonna resonate with that your message and do the right thing. I yield here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chooks, for your submission, for always coming to join us here, for lending your voice to a good Nigeria. Thank you so much. Moving on right now, I would like to go to the next person. We'll have the person of Tiobala here. Tiobala, it's been a while. Many people have missed you here in this platform. It's good to have you today. We would like to hear from you. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you so much. Hope you can hear me.
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate the good work you people are doing here. You know, I have to attend to one of the most important issue that brought me here. That is the reason I was not around for a while. And I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate the good work you, Mr. Elvis, and Madam Kachi are doing here. I just want to let Kachi know that we are solidly behind her. It doesn't matter what the APC people are doing. Remember, what she is doing is for the emancipation of Nigeria people from the bondage the APC and the PDP have put us through over the years. This is the more reason we are coming now to come and, to tell the Nigerian people that we have the capacity, we have the resources to make that nation a better nation. If not for bad leaders.
Brother, Mr. Tiobala, thank you. We appreciate you always. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And if not for bad leadership, I think Nigeria would have been one of the best nations on earth. Seriously. Because in terms of human resources, we have it. In terms of natural resources, we have it. Is it weather? Anything you can think of, Nigeria have everything. But it's so unfortunate that over the years, we have recruited a leader who doesn't have the sympathy, who doesn't have the compassion for his people. Imagine recently, as in like what Sister Omoye just said here, it's also dawned on me, like, as in, how can we have a IDP camp in the federal capital city in Nigeria here? It's uncalled for. And people are there with millions of naira, dollars over the country, public fund, using it for their own selfish interests. It's so unfortunate. Going back to what Pastor Paul said, he talks so much about the voice, which is what we are doing here. That is the more reason I would really want to appreciate each and every one of us, CM and Omoye, in short, everyone on this platform, for coming out every day to speak to the consciousness of Nigeria people. Because this is what we have been missing over the years. They tell us we should get involved in politics. Getting involved in politics does not mean you must go and buy pick a form to contest for any position. Ability for you to speak to the public, to make your voice heard across the length and breadth of the nation, that's what matters. That is what the participation is all about. That is what that pastor was talking about. He said it time without number. Even before now, he has listed the criteria of the kind of leader we need to recruit for the next presidency. And coming out again to come and tell the world, to tell Nigerians the path which we need to choose, we need to take, I think is very important. Because if we cannot do it now, I see no reason. The time will not be there for us again. Imagine we are unable to elect the person of President Peter Obi come 2020, come this February. It will be hard for us to get it right again. Because this is a man who has been governor of a state for 8 good years. There's no trace of corruption in his term. It's something that even me myself, I began to imagine. How come? He even tell you to go and verify. And he even make a vow recently that if you find even 1% of anything of traceable corruption to me and my family, I will resign. And no PDP or APC have ever come out to come and challenge Peter Obi on that. If we miss such person, I bet you it will be very difficult for us to get that nation right again. We have the person of Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We have the person of Atiku. You know how they have governed their state. Up till now, Tinubu have governed Lagos State. We know how Atiku, being the vice president of the nation, how he has been able to circumvent most of the government property. Put most of those resources in his own pocket. Is it the kind of people we want to fall back to? That is more reason we must come out to come and rally around the person of Peter Obi. Like what Kenneth Okonkwo said. He said those who keep silent in a time of moral, tell like this, as in short, we don't need to sit on the fence. When Nigeria in a serious problem, in a situation we are currently in for the past 8 years, with people dying, hunger in the land, you don't have to keep silent. That is why I respect the endorsement of Mr. our able president, former president, the person of Olusegun Obasanjo. You don't have to sit on the fence. You don't have to keep silent. Because I heard most of the APC people, you just have to be a statesman. You don't have to endorse. You just have to keep quiet. You don't have to do that. The point is that Nigeria is in a comatose. Keeping silent will not solve the problem. We just have to speak out. He mentioned in his letter the kind of leader Nigeria wants, because the problem we are facing today as a nation in the country Nigeria require somebody with a mental and physical capability to be able to pilot the affairs of the nation. Go back to the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He cannot fit into that position with the current situation we are facing today. Is it the person of Atiku that he cannot even fasten his own seat belt, that somebody have to come and help him to fasten his belt? And I also want to really appreciate the person of Mr. Peter Obi being able to rally around, as in gather credible people. The person of Farotimi and many others, Kenneth Okonkwo, and name them. When you have such a credible people around you during a time of campaign like this, imagine what will happen when you start putting people in the ministerial position and executive position, another position rather. It will make a very good statement in that aspect, and it will make our country to start moving in the right direction. So it's very important we as a people should look at the kind of quality of the next leader should possess. Because this 2023 election is not about tribe, it's not about religion, it's about the survival of the nation Nigeria. It's about the survival of the nation Nigeria. The person of Peter Obi, he has said it time without number. You need to revamp the educational sector of the country, which is the engine growth of a nation. You cannot have a country where our educational system is in a state of comatose, nothing is working. Our curriculum is dying on a daily basis. We cannot even measure up what we are being taught in the classroom with what is happening in the real world. This is what Peter Obi is coming to do, to revamp the educational system. Is it in the judiciary? He said he wants to ensure the rules of law so that everyone, even the child of nobody, can become somebody. You don't need to know Mr. A or Mr. B before you can, do anything important in the nation. That's the more reason we are crying for the person of Peter Obi. So, and in all of this, I just want to use this medium to beg the people of the Southeast. I appreciate the support they have been giving Peter Obi, despite those cabal, one as in with their, like the person of Chasoludo and Otto Eze and all of that. I just want to beg the people of the Southeast. I also commend them. They should not allow the person of Simon Ekpa to use them not to come out on election day to come and cast their vote for Peter Obi. That is just my fear, in the sense that if they start killing people, start creating violence in the land, it will spell doom for the nation. Imagine the home base of Peter Obi, because they are saying there will not be election in the Southeast. They are not doing the nation, they are only doing themselves. Please, they should try as much as they can to neglect all those people who don't want peace, who don't want progress for the nation. And going back to what's it called, the endorsement of Obasanjo for the Peter Obi presidency. Like this man said with a time without number, he's a nationalist. The person of President Olusegun Obasanjo is a nationalist. All he wants is just for the betterment of the nation. He wants the nation where everybody can come together with one voice, where we can use our arable land to become a productive nation, where our youth can come as in a youth that can be reckoned with across the globe. Please, we should try as much as we can to embrace this change that has just come. And I also want to appreciate the letter of that appreciate the person of Olusegun Obasanjo, because this letter that he brought on the 1st of January have causes a lot of issues in the camp of APC and PDP. All today, they say it doesn't matter, it doesn't mean anything, but they are jittering. For the past few days now, they have not been themselves. Imagine it has been Peter Obi all the ways. Every angle, every news and crannies of the nation, it has been Peter Obi, the endorsement of Olusegun Obasanjo. Because he commands weight. This is a person who, across all the nation, especially the northern part of the country, command crowd. And the person of Peter Obi with a very good character, a person of who can offer a nation with quality leadership, and having a Obasanjo throwing his weight behind him is something we can recommend. It's something that is worth celebrating. And whether endorsement or no endorsement, the most important thing is for the youth of the nation to take back their country. It's for the youth of the nation to take back their country. Because this time around, you have a nation that is built, but we don't have Nigerians. So we need to come back. We don't have to leave this power to this selfish politician anymore. Because most of us have traveled abroad. We know how things work in the other part of the world, like here in the US, Canada, and many other places. Name them. Things work for everyone, not for the few. That is the more reason you don't have to allow your selfish interest because of what you want to gain for the now to jeopardize your future. Many of us as a person have fallen victim of that system. Many of us have certificates, graduates, need them, but there is no place where we can use them to work. Then you will see many pastors praying this and that. It's not enough for us to pray. It's time for us to take everything we have been doing into action. If we don't get that nation right now, I bet you will feel that the money they are going to give you now, the kind of person you are supporting is going to put you in the right. No. You see, the Boko Haram or the insecurity in the nation does not select people. It does not select religion. It does not select tribe. It happened to everyone. As Nigeria have happened to many of us, physically and spiritually, So it will continue if we not vote the right person come this February. So I will urge each and every one of us, this election is not about yourself. It's not about your tribe. It's not about your religion. It's about the collective effort of the nation of Nigeria for us to come together to build that nation that will work for every one of us. Where you can set up a business, everything will work out for you. Where you go to school, you really know you are going to school, definitely you will have hope that you will get a job, you get a place to work tomorrow. Imagine a nation after graduate, after 4 years, you still go back and learn tailor. Are you not tired of that kind of system? Are you not tired of that situation? Then they will not give you maybe 1 million or 5 million or even 20,000 naira or whatever because you want to sell your votes. Nigeria, this is not about you. This is about the nation. It's about the prosperity. It's about the collective and the prosperity of the nation. Please let us wake up from all this number. It's time for us to take our country back. I just want to assure each and every one of us that Peter Obi's movement is real. And the election come February 20, this 2023, I must be sincere with you that Obi is going to win this election with a landslide. Because over the year, many people, like what I said yesterday, many people have over time don't even care about the election because they felt that even if I vote, it will not count. Even if it counts, it doesn't matter. It's not the same APC and PDP. Now they have a man of track record, a man you can rely on, a man with compassion for the nation, for the people. The person of Peter Obi, and it is not just coming with compassion and all of that. It has a plan for the youth. It has plans for the women. It has plan for the elderly. These are things we are talking about. He said so many things about revolution, about rather industrial revolution in terms of businesses and all of that. We should key into this plan for the nation. I know why I'm saying this because many of us Nigerians have happened to us, but we cannot allow it to happen to our younger ones, our generation to come. Please, it's time for us to take our country back. Endorsement or no endorsement, we are the people. Like what Dele Farotimi said in his interview today, that we are the one to take back that country. The power to elect belongs to the youth. It belongs to the women. It belongs to the elderly. It belongs to the downtrodden. It's time for us to take our country back. If we don't, I don't know what will become a nation Nigeria come after this election. Because all those people you are rallied around the person of Tinubu or Atiku, they will give power to their own people. Is this Shetima you are going to be talking about now? They don't even care about you, people that are supporting of Boko Haram. Let's make Nigeria work again. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Teobola, for that delivery. That was brilliant, as always. We hope to see you more often now that you're back. Thank you.
All right, before we move on, I just want to quickly appreciate Samuel Peter for your super chat. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. May God bless you. May your pocket never ever run dry. We want to appreciate Josh Blueshell. Thank you earlier on for your super chat. And we also have Nell Sam. Thank you very much earlier on for your super chat. May God bless you. We have BTV Niger. May God bless every one of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, you can use the super chat right there on the comment section to support us here. And I noticed that the like is not encouraging at all. What is happening, my people? Nobody is pressing the like button. The thumbs up right there on your screen. It's just right there on your phone. Please, can you press it? I don't know. Please encourage us. Let's get more likes so that this video can circulate. All this wonderful delivery from our panelists. We don't want to reduce it on this particular platform, so we want it to go far. Your likes will make this happen. Yeah, I can see you guys are already doing that now. Thank you very much, and also help us to continue to share. Thank you very much for some of you that was asking our account number. It was placed on the screen earlier on. It's going to be put there again. Continue to share and like. God bless you all. Thank you very much, Madam Irene. Back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Evis, for the intervention. We appreciate you all, everybody that have super chatted us today. It keep us going and it helped a lot. Thank you all and God bless you. Moving on, I want to appreciate Usaga Daddy. Good evening, Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. And I see Iyawe Usamoyi. You're saying that this is your first time here and you appreciate what we're doing. Thank you so much. And I want to urge you to please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so, and endeavor to always be joining us, because we always discuss issues that will take our dear country forward, that will take us to the promised land, and every issue that's affecting us. We educate people and we also learn from people. We learn from each other here. We try our best, we try all we can to make sure we are good ambassador to our dear country. Thank you so much. I can say Imo Sokri. Thank you for joining. God bless you. As I move on to Mr. CM, is the next person on the list. Good evening, Mr. CM. Thanks for joining us today. We would like to hear your submission. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Irene Finest. Good evening, everybody. Please, all protocols duly observed. And once again, because we are still in the first week of the first month of the year, I will still think it's still in order. Very appropriate if I will say Happy New Year to everybody, particularly to Yobala, who rejoined us after such a long spell. And then I think there's a new person today. Well, the issue is that on 3 key points, which most people have spoken at length and very, very good analysis too. However, there's 1 or 2 things I would like to add by way of background. Starting with Paul, Pastor Paul Adefarasin. Yes, I'm not the type that like to listen to most Nigerian pastors because they are pastorpreneurs anyway. Most of them can give fake promises and fake prophecies and all whatnot, like we know them. They've anywhere belly face, but that of Paul is quite a very enlightened preacher. I followed him, I listened to him because his type of preaching is not just biblical, but he tends to be social also, socially wise and tell Nigerians. I think it was from him I heard the first time that Nigerians should have a second address just in case. That was at the height of the evil, at the height of the, what is it? What can I use? At the height of all the atrocities committed by this regime, perpetrated by this regime on the rest of the populace. Pastor Paul is an American trained architect, having attended University of Miami, and he's the son of a retired High Court judge from Ijebu. The mother is a human rights activist in Lagos. So that tells you the background he's bringing to whatever he's saying. So what he said, and I have to, what I want to underline it is that he said talk is not cheap. Before we always say talk is cheap. It's only when talk becomes cheap, probably when it's meaningless. But he said talk is not cheap. We must stand up and talk and say that this is what we want. Now the formula he gave, he said why they missed um, uh, NSAS protest. He said if they had done it for one first 2 or 3 days and withdrew, maybe come back later than to continue it and they lose maybe its momentum and then being hijacked by this thing would have been better. Probably that may be given a try. But in all said and done, he's trying to say that next year Obi should be in. That is from my Obi is to coasting home to victory. But should anything happen, Nigerians has to take to the street. Of course, we've all been saying that now. That's why I always say that Obi is Nigeria's last chance. And those that are planning to rig, they know they will lose their oil wells, because if you want to hit all these so-called thieves that are encouraged at the corridors of power, you hit them through their pocket, not really their houses, but just that oil well. What am I trying to say? If Nigeria should cease to exist, the oil fields of Nembe or Niger Delta belongs to the people there that have been impoverished. The Ogonis will have their oil wells back. So all these people that have been lording it over them will lose everything. So why not? They would have said, why not allow Obi to go and repair Nigeria so that they can still be having their small meal ticket, the more they are getting from wherever it may be. So it makes sense for them to allow INEC to leave it clean and fair. That is the way I have to look at it. So unless they will only be a fool, to go against the wish of the people, because the more Nigerians are suffering between now till next month, the more they are becoming aware of what is at stake. A lot is at stake in this election. So it is either a make or break for Nigeria. A make in the sense that if Obi gets in as we are planning, things will change for the better, or even, for the best, even the type they've never seen, because the man is a clean, very clean candidate. Or break in the sense that they want to play the old politics of, you know, big man politics, what's the garrison politics, all those things. If they do it, then you risk losing everything. So they wouldn't like that too. But in the end, Obi is going through. So briefly, let me stop there and then talk of Kenneth Okonkwo's exchanges. I think one thing with Kenneth Okonkwo, I think that is an observation. I don't need to be repeating what he said word for word. But if you notice which people have spoken, they're only testing. Dino Melaye. Not that Dino Melaye is still a spokesperson for a spokesman for Atiku as per PDP. But what they will now do is that anytime maybe channels or Arise or any TV or AIT is inviting Dino, they will ask, are you inviting anybody from the Labour Party? They say yes. Who is it? If they mention Kenneth Okonkwo, either they develop convulsion or they say they're unavoidably absent or something like that. Because from the look of things, Kenneth Okonkwo has pulverized. Please, the word pulverize is like when you get granite. Is it really granite I have to use? What do I use now? Just get chalk. You use the chalk the teacher uses to write on the board. Then you grind it to dust. That's what they mean by pulverizing. So Peter Andy has pulverized the Dino Melaye. So definitely Dino might be operating as somewhere, but no longer face to face with Andy because they can't talk. And if you notice, the type they normally bring for APC, probably Keyamu, with maybe Keyamu must have been somewhere, I don't know. Mind you, he's still a minister, a minister of state and still acting for APC spokesperson. So, or the other chap, I normally see all those, I don't know, Ayo Oyela War. You see them on channels, speaking. Andy Okeke is too much for them. I mean, sorry, not Andy Okeke. Kenneth Okonkwo is too much for them. So they cannot bring such people. Now, this chap they brought today is Iniyi. The chap they brought, the man was dazed. The way he was looking. So they'll be surprised. All they're trying to do is that, they are trying to see who will match Andy. I mean, who will match Kenneth Okonkwo. In the end, when next they want to invite Kenneth Okonkwo, they will look for who again hasn't been to it, who again hasn't represented the APC against Kenneth Okonkwo. So this is what they are trying to do. The guy is too much because one, he will bring the intellect which is necessary to debate the issue. Secondly, he will bring the legal angle, having been trained and called to bar as a barrister to the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Then thirdly, he's a Nollywood giant. So he knows how to dramatize everything through the body language by doing as if he's lifting a heavy metal. The way he remonstrates and dramatizes it. That adds to the gravitas of what the guy is saying. Even the Shenwo Kimbaloye, will be dazed. There's no need interrupting him or interjecting because you'll be so you look stupid if you are trying to sort of to stop the flow of his logic. So that one is again a credit to P2B and Labour Party to tell them that Labour Party means business. I wish they will listen to us what we do here in Niger Watch and find out that we even have more firebrand here, maybe equivalent, if not better than Kenneth Okonkwo. But that's as far as I could go. So he's doing the job and he's doing it very well. So these are some of the the negatives we need, all these reactionary forces that Labour Party need to suppress so that they do not, you don't need to do people boju again. The more you look, the less you see APC, PDP. It has finished. Then with week on the sideline, bringing up the headline or the reference, whereby once in a while Kenneth will refer to what Wike said. I mean, for Obasanjo to live 8 years, somebody you did your economic miracle of 8 years and be endorsing another person, that says a lot about your character. But that is by the way. Then as per Delo Farotimi, that one is another, a smooth operator. He may think that he's not serious, but if you check the gravity of what he's saying, you now realize that in fact this is another ammunition ready, another bomb that Labour Party can always explode if there is need for it. Otherwise, what Andy is saying should be okay. So all in all, I think we are coasting home to victory. I have no doubt that a lot of people are seeing the sense in coming to Labour point of view. I have no doubt that what Obi said, he's going to do it because he has a pedigree. I have no doubt that Peter Obi will never fail Nigerians. He won't fail. I mean, what a leader that will tell you is not enough for you to vote me in. You have to also check, be on your toes to make sure that we deliver it together. I listened to one interview here. I mean, but probably he said it in Igbo. Maybe Niger Watch, you may still see it. He went to Isuofia. Isuofia is the hometown of Governor Soludo of Anambra State. Peter Obi went there to campaign. He was telling them, he said, he was saying it in Igbo. He said, what I'm trying to do is to make sure that some of you here, there's one they call Godwin. So the name of his company is he's an industrialist. He's manufacturing what they call this a Winko foam for those in Nigeria. He's the man. So the name is Godwin. Somebody, I've forgotten the surname. So he used the win, the suffix WIN to make it Winko foam. So he said, somebody like you, Winko, you have an industry, you employ people, you pay tax every month, you create jobs. Yet somebody, a politician sitting in an air-conditioned office will be richer than you. He said, oh, that is what I want to stop. That's what people, and he said it in Soludo's hometown. So it's quite significant and very profound. He said that is why, and they were clapping for him. He told them openly in Igbo language, and this is again also profound, at Soludo's hometown in Sofia. He said, of all those people that are out competing with me to be the president of Nigeria, there is none of them that is as qualified as I am. In fact, to use his word, he said, I am the most qualified. Nobody is better than me. He said it in Igbo language, and he said it where in Soludo's hometown, and the people will know him because he will get to him. So what Peter Obi is trying to say, after having explained this to them, he now told them, said, that's why I'm going. That's what we want to change. That in every country, the two strongest bank in every country, remove something like Central Bank or Reserve Bank of America, just like the Central Bank. He said the two strongest bank in every country are two: Bank of Agriculture and Bank of Industry. Germany, for those that are in Germany, they can correct me. There's what they call Bank of Industry. That Bank of Industry, the customers there is not somebody like me and you. The shareholders there are industries like Innocent we have account, the Liver Brothers we have, maybe Dangote if he has industry, these are what it's not an individual that we open account there. So he said Bank of Industry and Bank of Agriculture. That's what P2B said is good. That will be the strongest bank that everybody will contribute so that farmers will have opportunity to farm, grow crops, we feed ourselves and we export. Then industries will take up. So for a man to be, he's told them, so if a man to be saying this, though he was saying it in Igbo language with some transcription, he's trying to tell them that this is where they are headed to. And that tells them that when the man gets in within 6 months, that's why I'm saying by the end of this year, there must be there must be a good turnaround and a green shoot, what they call green shoot, coming out, announcing to people that this is the direction we are going. Then in 6 months' time after he must have entered, I don't think you could be hearing about oil theft anymore or ASU strike. So a lot is a lot is on offer with obedient movement. I acknowledge the people that talk, somebody who talk about voter education. Yes, from market to market, like in Anambra, I've seen people are now going with the sort of a ballot paper, telling them on that day, this is what you will see. This is where you will place your hand. Your thumb and all those things. They're educating them. Mainly for those that won't be able to interpret, be able to locate a Labour Party logo on the vote. So they are doing that. But I think between now till the next 4 weeks, that should be the proper thing. No, even if you don't do jingles anymore, you go to the people, say, this is what you need to, this is how to vote. Because by then, most people must have gotten their PVC. So the tax is now knowing where to place your finger, your thumb on that day. So that is what we are trying to say. So all in all, I can only say that so far, so good. There's no shaking at the media sphere, at the media phase. Labour Party is holding supreme in terms of making impact, getting converts. Labour Party is on the ascendancy, so not to worry that. But then there's confusion in the enemy camp. Emiloko, like Andy explained, is not democracy. That is whatever he calls it. Then our local is the rating as defined by Obasanjo. So whatever we are doing, let's not pick discouragement. We are doing the right thing. Attacks may come once in a while here and there. Maybe some people may express negative thought. Remember, Wike hasn't openly declared, so that will be the bomb. Maybe it's waiting for in the next few weeks, probably this January. Wike will now say he's supporting P2B, and that will bury everything. As simple as that. Already from his body language, we know where he's headed to. He cannot expose
Thank you.
Atiku all this
Thank you,
while
sir.
and then let her go back to him. Thank you very much.
Thank you, CM.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CM. Okay, Mr. Ivis, you want to say something?
No, that's fine. That's fine. You can go ahead. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. CM. I just want to add something to what you just said because that reminded me of something that I wanted to say. I've been eager to say this thing all this while because I think our mindset will play a long role in this election. I want to urge our people because sometimes when certain issue, when we are discussing certain issue here about some people, you see sometimes when it doesn't go the way some people expect it, or if they don't hear what they want to hear, they always like quick to say, we are not interested, we don't need the person, we don't need this, we don't need that. I'm saying this because you mentioned Governor Wike in the area of the G5 governors. I want to urge our people to sometimes be patient, sometimes learn to calm down a bit. This idea of we don't need the person if it's not saying what you want to hear is not necessarily so. We need everybody to move that country forward. I'm not saying who don't want to join, we should put a gun on the person to come and join us or whatever. No, but let's have this mind of accommodating ourselves, accepting ourselves, be patient with ourselves. Wike have not said anything. I can understand the people that are saying they have one vote, they are not important, they are not this. That takes me back to you can see the revolution Obasanjo letter is causing in the press right now. This is a similar case, even if not same. People are like, it's not important. Obasanjo is one person. Okay, Obasanjo is one person. It's not important. Why this revolution that is happening right now? Why will Obasanjo be in the pages of the whole newspaper nationwide the next day after that letter? It's because there is something, and even the candidates, all this why, apart from this very election, over the years, we have seen all our candidates, once election is coming, they have this habit of moving around, visiting all the ex-presidents, visiting the traditional rulers, visiting visible figures in the society. Why are they doing this? This is like issue of saying, your vote don't count, don't bother, and yet you want to buy the vote. Why do you want to buy a vote that doesn't count? So when you are saying it's not important, it's not important, and at the end of the day, what you say is not important, the person make a pronouncement and you're crazy about it, you're killing yourself about it, and before the pronouncement, all of you were running helter skelter. So this man visiting one after the other because you want something from him. So all I'm saying is that we need everybody to move Nigeria forward. It's not something that one person can do. And be patient and understand and know that there are people that must not say what you want to hear all time. And there are people that must agree with you all time. We can agree to disagree. That is why we are one people. Once where there is more than two people, the possibility of two people to agree and disagree is always there. So over the years, this is a new phase of political system in Nigeria. We are just experiencing revolution, a political revolution right now for the first time. So we shouldn't be carried away and think that Nigeria is so mature in terms of election to think that nobody can influence nobody. No, there are still some people that some people can still influence. There are still some people that still listen to some people. We know that we came from a country that is extremely diverse in culture, in tradition, and in religion. So let's not be quick in saying the person is not important. In fact, we don't need the person. In fact, he can go. No, we need all hand on desk. We need all hand on desk. So I will appreciate sometimes we should not be too quick in judging. And honestly, for Governor Wike, I gave him kudos for all he has been doing. It might be politically or whatever anybody wants to read to it. I gave him kudos right now because out of all the governors we have in Nigeria right now, he's the only person that can put his chest out there to dare these people, to tell them what they don't want to hear, to say certain things, to reveal some certain secrets that is putting Atiku right now in a very tight corner. Because some things that we can reveal recently, there are people, I spoke with somebody that was not really too convinced about this election because there are still families that maintain this idea of we have been PDP all our life. It doesn't matter the candidates. But trust me, some things that we can reveal. I spoke to a close friend the other day that all the family has been for PDP. From the revelation of Wike, they are considering in voting Labour Party right now. So some people not be quick in saying, he too they talk, he talk a lot, and just they talk from street to street. No, these are the kind of people we want that can communicate with their people. Some states are lamenting right now because they have leaders that doesn't communicate. They have leaders that don't connect with their people. They are not in connection with their people. They are always in their office, writing, speaking English. They are not close to their people. But Wike is always out there. Somebody said the other day, if you don't have office, that is always talking on the streets. I think I saw that comment in this platform. Wike is not always talking on the streets. He's commissioning projects in different places. He can as well choose to sit in the office and stay in front of microphone and be announcing those projects. But he chooses to be close to his people. Mark podium, bring them out every time, to talk with them, to identify with them. So I think it's very, very important when it comes to politics to have a leader. And that is why Peter Obi is making this revolution right now. He's making this political impact because he's the man of the people. He's close to the people. He's accessible. So that is exactly, I think, what Governor Wike is doing. He might not be complete as a person. He might not have all the qualifications of a leader, but trust me, it's an asset in the South political class. I think Governor Wike is doing well. Thank you. That being said, I will just go straight to
thank you, Irene's Finance, for your wonderful submission and for bringing that to our attention here, because some of us think that we should just cast all away, especially those that is not singing or sharing the same ideology with us. So it shouldn't be like that. We should carry everybody along. Thank you for bringing that here. We have a caller right here. Mr. F.A., thanks for calling us. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Jawosh. Good evening, the panelists. Good evening, the viewers. Good evening, the commenter. I greet everybody. Yeah, I just call because of Kashi. I just want to greet my sister. Although I don't see message and greet her, but I want to greet her publicly, you understand?
Okay.
So, and again, I want to welcome my brother, Tiobala. Oh, bros, I too love you. I don't know why. See, you get one thing where Tiobala talk just now. He said graduates after many years for university, we come back, we go to learn say law. I want to Tiobala just talk, Naja Wash, you know why I like your platform, Men where they come. Hello, I hope everybody's hearing me.
Yes, we hear you, yeah.
Men where your panelists, is short, they're too much. I swear to God, ever since we missed Tiobala, and other two people who they miss now, they hear my voice. Bros Andrew with Bros Omorui. We need to now for this platform. Now the battle starts. Because all those guys, those two guys, they be soldiers. We need to now get words for maths. You understand? So, bros, Tiobala, I welcome you. I love you. I'm here, one of your Isa Naja Wash, the panel is the guest supporter. I love you, bro.
God
you
bless
understand?
you, my brother. Thank you.
Naja Wash, I'm how you be.
Thank you.
Short, with the wait that day, and not be small, but if I thought something, I go do.
Thank you, my
brother. I don't promise you.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Obi, nobody. You understand?
Exactly.
I greet you, bro.
All right, then, my brother.
I greet everybody.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Yeah. All right. That is the end of calls right now. Let's take the last two people here so that we can quickly do the last segment. as a closure.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Evis. Thank you, the caller. Of course, we'll celebrate, we'll dance for victory. Thank you for calling in. Moving on, I will be going to the next person. The person of Mr. Alex is the next person on the list. If you're there, unmute yourself. Mr. Alex, can you hear me?
Yeah. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for
Good
joining
evening.
us.
Thank
I
you
would
very
like
much.
you to give your submission for 5 minutes. Please try and stick to the time so we can move to the next segment. Thank you.
All right, I'll do that. I'll try. Good evening, everyone, once more, and God bless you all. The 3 videos I watched, the one from Pastor Paul, I am really delighted that at least from the side of the Christians or the religious area that we are getting something positive to talk about. He must not begin to mention names. We already know where the wind is blowing, and he made that so much clear without even measuring names. The youths didn't know what to do, and he's already giving the lead because himself is a youth, and he knows that if it doesn't go well, it's not only for the elite, it's going to be for everybody. So I thank him for that vision that he has and where the wind is blowing in his direction. Then coming to the other videos, the one with Kenneth and Dele and the other guy, you know, I've always said it that Mr. Obi has the vision he has for Nigeria is just too brilliant. He surrounds himself with people who, just like the integrity he has, he surrounds himself with the same kind of people. So I don't see any reason why Nigeria will not come out of this mess. Nigeria is definitely going to come out of this mess. He's out there reaching out to the people. The empathy that he has, it's just, I don't know. I don't have voice for that. And then the people around him, the way Kenneth speaks, the way he brings this, sometimes I just feel so sorry for these other guys. They look so foolish because their principal, you can't even defend these people, and they keep sending somebody or people to just to par with him. The guy is just in another league, just like the Champions League here, and you are bringing somebody who is playing the local league. So as for that, we are very grateful that we have such people in the obedient family. Like these crying babies talking about Obasanjo's endorsement doesn't have weight, his paperweight, or all kinds of other BS that they're just spitting from their mouth. Look, this is just like, let me just use this very, very good example. Just like where you go pidgin English now, you go toast babe, agree your own. The next thing you say, I never like myself. Just because it's green, I make you come to talk stories. These people were begging, they were even bringing out false endorsement proclamations that they've been endorsed, knowing fully well that OBJ never endorsed any of them. So they're just crying babies or weeping babies. So we shouldn't even care about that. We already are on the right track. We can see now that the 5 people that are in a room that never had structures is just too large now that they can't even find something to say anymore. They don't even know what to do. They are confused. So they are going to come out with these things. That's the reason why we should stay focused. Like Sister Irene was saying about full voters education, I really need to highlight that there are still some places where, because I watched some clips on YouTube where people were saying Obi, APGA, some other, they know it's Obi, but they don't know the party. So that is where some work really needs to be done. Not that after having your PVCs, after going through all these pains, on that day, you see, find out that they don't even know where to cast their vote. That would be very, very detrimental to us. So we, on our own, have to do whatever we can. We in the diaspora, we are doing whatever, any type of voter education we can do. We are doing that on my own and play my part. I have my friends too. We are doing whatever we can. It still boils down to the people on ground that they have to put more effort. We have not reached our goal yet. We just have to work and reach it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alex, for that submission. Of course, that is exactly what I was talking earlier. It's of no use having a PVC without knowing where to vote that day. Thank you for emphasizing on that. Then I'll just go straight to, sorry, before I move on, we have one super chat earlier on, Mr. Peter Ifi. Thank you so much for super chatting us. God bless you. We appreciate your donation to this platform. It goes a long way. God bless you. I will just go straight to the next person. The next person on the panel now is Mr. Ehi.
Yes, that's the last one before we move on to the next segment. Then we'll come back to Ebele. But let's take a now so we can quickly show the video on this next segment.
Okay, Mr. Ehi, I don't know if you're there. Is Mr. or Miss?
Okay, thank you very much. Nadia was, may I speak broken English? Nadia was, Mr. Tiobala already spoke my mind, so there's no need for me to say anything. I think I will leave the platform for people who have other something in their brain to contribute more.
Wonderful, sir.
But I hope to pass the message that Labour should also try to converse in whole bandwidth very tight. Very, very tight, because some people say they don't have their presence there and other place. And plateau, because those are the two knots that we need to knock these people out. Thank you very much. God bless you, a lot.
Thank you so much, Mr. A. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you who have contributed so far. Let's quickly move on to the next segment so we can take this all together. Peter Ifi, once more, we want to say we appreciate you for the super chat. Please, if you're watching us right now, help us to like this broadcast, like and help us to share. Hit the $ right there. Support us, encourage us to do more for you. Yes, we're still talking about the endorsement from Olusegun Obasanjo. Which have caused a lot of these satanic parties, have caused a lot of them headache. I'm surprised that even Sowore frowned at the endorsement. So I would like us to listen to what Omoyele Sowore have to say here.
This trending issue.
Yes.
The former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo,
yes,
just wrote a letter. Has been, of course, a lot of people are talking, and it would be nice to get your own view about what he said. Of course, just a little part of that letter endorsed the candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. And what the former president specifically was that, hey, this is a guy that I've mentored, is a mentee, and that he has an edge. That he has an edge, and that is different. That although he's not a saint, but he's different from the others representing themselves.
You see, look at Obasanjo historically. He has never supported anything that will make Nigeria work. In 1979, Nigeria had the opportunity to have elected one of the best presidents in its history, Obafemi Awolowo.
Chief Obafemi Awolowo.
What did Obasanjo do? He went against him. They even went and did a calculation they called 12 to 3rd to make sure that his numbers never tally. That's number one. In 1993, Obasanjo went a notch higher. We voted for Abiola in this country. When I say we, I didn't vote because I wasn't interested. And he won the election. Obasanjo and Babangida and the others met secretly. That Abiola is not the Messiah Nigeria needed. They frustrated that election. But Nemesis caught up with him, Okama. He was arrested, detained, and tried for treason and sentenced. I don't know if he was sentenced to death, either death or life.
Whichever
one he was sentenced for was as bad as death. what happened? He went to prison. They decided that he should be freed, even though he had been convicted before Abiola, who was not convicted. They made the arrangement, brought him to power. What did Obasanjo do for 8 years? He brought some of the worst criminals into this country. He engaged in massacre, Zaki Biam, OD. He manipulated the process and then wanted to do a third term. I will end it here so that it doesn't take it. I mean, we're looking at time. It's like Obasanjo has never in the history of this country taken a decision in the interest of Nigeria. Never. And that is why his biggest problem in life is to be bigger than Obafemi Awolowo. But he keeps getting stunted and he shrinks every time he takes a decision. So he has done it again by choosing somebody he knows. Obasanjo one time chose a dead person to be president of Nigeria and called him on the phone asking me if he's dead. And the man died. That was Musa Yaradua. So he knew that Obi is not going to take Nigeria anywhere. Just as he knew that Umar Yaradua would not take Nigeria anywhere. Just as he knew that Jonathan will not take Nigeria anywhere. But he supported them anyway. He supported Buhari too in 2015. So you tell me, if Obasanjo ever did anything in the interest of Nigeria, he has never done it before. It's the reason why I can never visit him. I can never visit Babangida or any of these former head of states, whether military or civilian. Never. Because what Fela said, did you remember the song Fela said? He said, the same old politicians will rule Nigeria before, the same old politicians will rule Nigeria before. Obasanjo got them, brought them together. Because if you don't finish. That was Fela. It's the same old politicians who have ruled Nigeria before that he brought back again. Obi was governor of a state for 8 years. I can go to my village and do Christmas. Obi cannot go to his own and do Christmas. He's living in Lagos. Because Lagos, I know, it's safer for him. But it's not safe for anybody anyway. But it's safer than the state he governed. So, but they like lies. It's all this hype, that Obi is this, and it's all hype. They package people, they package fraud, and they impose it on them. And unfortunately, and I will say this because I'm a member of the media too, the press is complicit in it. You are complicit in hyping rubbish. It has no political relevance. He writes all these letters to get attention to himself, and as soon as he gets the attention, he'll disappear.
All right. That is Omoyele Sowore right there, who is saying that he can go to his own village and walk freely, but Peter Obi cannot go to his own village and walk freely. I'm not too sure what he was trying to say there, because ever since Peter Obi started this campaign, presidency, he goes everywhere, he walks everywhere, and I believe he's the most freed man amongst other candidates. So I would like us to quickly talk on this, Omoyele Sowore. Everybody only have 2 minutes on this, unfortunately, so that we can round up for today. 2 minutes, please. Everybody stick to 2 minutes. Is a close remark. Thank you very much. Now God bless you now. Mother Irene, back to you. Okay, I'm not sure Mother Irene is right here right now. Okay, let's quickly move on now to, let's start with Mr. Collins. Mr. Collins, please. Talk on this. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you for having me back. When it comes to Sowore, honestly, sometimes I begin to feel up. Yesterday, when I listened to this, somebody said something that, Sowore, if you really believe yourself, test yourself in your local government or test yourself in the governor. But let Nigeria see how you can be able to rule. Let's see how you can be able to rule. From there, we can now know, okay, Sowore, you are ready for becoming a president, because we don't know the kind of leadership you are bringing in. We don't know how you are going to rule Nigeria. Because looking at everything you are saying, nobody have any idea or any clue or the kind of president you are going to be, or the kind of leadership we are going to be, because we have to know. But through all your speech and everything, nobody understands your vision. Nobody understands what they are talking about. For if you want to become a leader, if you believe yourself so much, at least your state alone can make you a governor. Your state can make you a senator. There are so many ways for you to impart in Nigeria. It mustn't be a president. There are so many ways for you to impart your knowledge in Nigeria. You can go back to your state and run for Senate. You can run for House of Representative. You can run for governor. You can run for even a local government chairman. Then when you now come out and tell people vote me for president, you now point and say go back to this place, see what I did when I become when I'm this. But at the end of the day, we don't know where you're coming from. Nobody knows your idea. You're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna keep people, you're gonna do that is not how to lead people for. Even Jesus Christ that came back, Jesus had power to condemn everybody, but he still brought those people back. He still brought those people back. So for him, I don't know the kind of vision that he's bringing to Nigeria. If I'm in people who close to him, I should advise Sowore, go and run for governor. Even I promise you, Mr. Nigeria, will to mark it anywhere. Sowore will not win a council. Sowore will not. If I am Sowore contest council, I go back to my community, my and contest council, and he went back and contest council. I'm going to win that council before him. So he's not going to win any election. He just keep deceiving himself. It's better for him to wake up and realize that the whole thing now is just jealousy because he believes that I should be the one that Nigeria is projecting, not Peter Obi. I should be the one. So, and it's not Nigeria have been listening to you for, and they don't want to listen to you. You are preaching to people, and they don't listen to you. It's better for you to just call yourselves okay, like Kisi the Mogulu said. I am back. I'm going back. You understand? So, kind of he resigned from politics. So, I will encourage Chore to do the same thing. You want to help people, and they say they don't want your help. Just come on. You go and sit down. It's okay. Let them be. But you can't be forcing yourself to people. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I guess you can hear me. Thank you for your contribution and for staying within the 2 minutes. Thank you. Yes, Connor, please talk to us in 2 minutes, madam.
Yeah, thank you very much once again. And thank you to Mr. Collins for your great points. So on this Sowore's issue, I really don't even know, to be honest with you. I forget that he's still in the race, to be honest. Now, true, I know, like, it'd be like afterthought. No disrespect, no bad intentions meant. It's just the truth. I completely forget he's in the race. So anytime his videos pop up, I'm like, oh yeah, he's in the race. So that's how much I don't pay attention to what he has to say, to be honest. Because from the jump, when he was always castigating Peter Obi, he's part of the cabal and all of that. He was talking and talking. To me, he comes off as very childish, as someone who has not gotten a grasp of his emotional intelligence. He doesn't understand, and his social skills. His emotions are evident, they're clear. When he's jealous, you can tell. When he's angry, you can tell, So I don't know. To me, everything he's doing is just childish tantrums as far as I'm concerned. It's a shame because and I'm one of those who just believe that he should keep being an activist and just stay in that lane, because that's the lane that's really very effective for him. Everybody has a purpose. That purpose of being an activist really suits him well, because I wouldn't trust someone like that to be a president. I'm sorry. He's too emotional. Imagine having someone like that reacts emotionally at the helms of affairs, leading over 250 ethnic groups with diverse ways of doing things. He will run us down. I mean, he'll probably be worse than the people that we've had. He's not unable to control himself. I'm sorry. I don't want to put down his work. I used to be one of his his avid supporters. I was, encouraged by the fact that he was there, putting his voice out there. But that's why they say, look at a man, and really a man or a woman, how they handle their emotions is very important. Their social skills is very important. Humility is very, 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 very. If you have all the money in the world, without humility, you are nothing to write home about. Without emotional intelligence, you're nothing to write home about. So to me, it's a waste of time, my precious time. No offense.
analyzing what he's just said. To me, it's just saying it's a lot of gibberish in my ears, because all I can see in front of me is Peter the Rock Obi. Every other person is like shadowy figures. They're like breeze, dust that just blows by and pass, you know. He should go and rest, you know. If he really wants to prove that he can take us from where we are to where we need to be, can he go and start from his village? How many people know him in his village? Do they know him? You know what I mean? Like they say, charity begins at home. Can he go back home and do something for his people? Build pipe, give them water. You know, you do something to galvanize people, to make people come out en masse, just like we did for Peter the Rock Obi. So please, Mr. Sowore, take several seats. We are tired. Go and rest. Thank you. I yield. I don't have time for that.
All right. Thank you very much, Yes, Kona. Okay. Thank you. I would like us to quickly move on to the next person, Martina Obasi TV. Good evening once again, madam. Your 2 minutes. Then from there, Irene Sanders will take over. Madam Irene, you are back with us, right?
Yes, sorry, Mr. Elvis. I don't know what happened to my gadgets. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, it's Martina Obasi. You now then Shuksi Bubueze. Go ahead, Madam Martina. Thank you.
Good evening once again, Mr. Najawash. Sister Irene, good evening to you as well. Thank you very much. Sister Omoyeskona, you have said it all. You know, we don't really have energy and time to waste on Omoyiri Sowore, because this guy, each time I see him, I don't even know what to think of him. Honestly, to say that I supported this guy in the past is just a shame now of what he's saying. He's not even in the race. Not. You know what Omoyere Sowore is trying to do is, after the election, like what he said earlier in one of his videos, that he was allocated 30,000 votes. He wants to carry that name, you know, this pride that, yeah, people voted for me. Hi, you know you're going nowhere. If you really have the Nigerian people at heart, you should join forces with those that are on the race to a good and a better Nigeria. The same thing that Dele Farutimi did. He was Sowore's supporter. But today, the man sees it that Obi is the one that can do this thing. I keep telling people, Sowore is not interested in Nigerians. He's not interested in the betterment of that country. He's not interested. All he wants to do is to always see the bad side of the country, to always see the bad things about. Look at everything he said about Obasanjo. Who asked him to bring down history about Obasanjo? Is Obasanjo in the ballot? No. You know, this guy just opens his mouth. Before he says anything, you will see the hate, the jealousy, everything in him. He has never done campaign. We don't even know his campaign manager. We don't even know his chairman. We don't even know anything about him. Who will not throw his or her vote behind such a man? That means you still want this cabal to be ruling, because Sowore is going nowhere. Sowore is just full of hate. That's why I just concluded in my heart that this man has never loved Nigeria. He has never, because he's that activist or talking down of people, saying negative things about people. He keeps saying things about Obi's meetings, Obi's town hall meetings. You've never seen him in any. You've never seen him done any campaign, but you keep following people, other candidates, bumper to bumper, to monitor them. What are you doing? If you don't have anything you're doing, join the ones that are doing something. That's one thing I don't like about Sowore, because if only one vote casted for Sowore is a waste, and that pains me a lot. All other presidential candidates, like they said they are 18. The other 15 should join forces with Obi to rescue Nigeria from these evil men. That's all I'm interested in. No coming out to say things before he opens his mouth. Even the people that are interviewing him already know what he's going to say. He talks out
Thank
of
you.
hate. He talks out of jealousy, everything. Anyways, Sowore is not even in the ballot. Let's not even talk about him. Let's concentrate on how to deliver Nigeria for Peter Obi as Nigerians, our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Martina, for that submission. So we'll just quickly go to Mr. Chooks. I don't know if you're there, but before we come to you, I can see Juno Basekil in the comment section. Henry Gabriel, thanks for joining us this evening. We appreciate your constant support. Thank you. Mr. Choose your submission, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you once again, Irene. Yeah, the last speaker has done justice to that last video. Sowore. I've said it here, on several occasions that Sowore might be pretending that he's a true Nigerian, that he wants Nigeria to move forward. Just like the last speaker said, anybody who wants Nigeria to move forward, it mustn't come from you. All you care is let Nigeria move forward. If that is what Sowore wants, I don't see a reason, because like the last speaker said, he knew his vote is not going to be enough. Okay? So why don't he energize his people, energize people on the streets to join forces and rescue Nigeria from this man? This is the same thing all these men will castigate, we talk about today, they do. We cannot do because he's Sowore, we cannot call him out. Yes, he might have, I've said it here. If Nigerians can wrestle these people and get Nigeria back to Nigerians, right? Sowore should shut his mouth. He shouldn't come anywhere to brag about 1993. He shouldn't. For the record, I'm saying it here. If Sowore refused to join this movement, and when Nigerians who are fighting today on different corners, and they rescued this country, and tomorrow he will come and tell us history about 1993, he should go and sit down. I'm saying it without regret, and I'm saying it, anybody can play it for me any day, anytime, because I don't see anybody who wants good for Nigeria to stuck on what he has done before and keep intimidating people about what you've done before. What has he done that other people have not done? People have died for this country. Pure death. He should thank God that he's still alive to fight for another day. And he is always opening his mouth, talk how he wants. I think enough of Sowore. And I think it's high time we start giving him back as he wants. I don't care what anybody thinks about him. I respect him, but I can handle him trying to sabotage all the effort the people are making to rescue this country from this cabal. What has he said about the petroleum they've been stealing? What has he said about the killings that has been going on by the police? I mean, he can go on one corner here and there to carry 5 or 6 people and they carry placards and make noise. Let him go and sit down. I'm tired, and I'm tired of hearing about Sowore. Let him just pack up, because the history is he's going nowhere. He can call anybody. Awolowo could have been the best friend. Who told him that? Let him get out.
Thank you,
Should have been the best president.
Thank you. Calm down.
Thank you.
Thank you. I understand your plight. I think I just want to believe personally that when Sowore was doing what he was doing, I want to believe he sincerely did as a Nigerian, but I think the jealousness in him right now, the frustration, sometimes it can be understandable to an extent because he has been on this. He expects that the support Peter Obi is having right now should be for him. But Sowore needs to know that sometimes there are some time in life where a man will sit down and think and re-strategize, this is the movement of the people. If you really want the good for Nigeria, if the ex-president are trying to rectify their past error through this movement, you that have not served in any capacity, I don't see what is stopping you to put your hands together. Nigerians are crying, are shouting that we need all hands on desk to make this country work. So, as if you see yourself as a real patriotic Nigeria, I don't think there is anything that should be stopping you right now to put your hands together and join the people's movement. I think it's time to put the pride behind, to put the hate behind, the jealousy, or whatever might be the reason that is for all this. I think it's time we put it behind and see how we can make the country work. Thank you so much all for being here every day. I want to urge the people in the comment section, please continue to like and share so that people will know what we're doing here. Keep supporting us with the super chat. And if you cannot super chat, our account number is right there in the comment section. Please help the platform so that we can continue to do this until the day of the election, because I always said it's not over until it's over. We have to continue our mandate. We have to deliver Obidati to Aso Rock. For this, we need your help, we need your support, we need your like, we need to share, we need your contribution, we need all the panelists, we need our people in the comment section, we need everybody, we need each other. Nigeria is for all of us. So keep liking, keep sharing, keep super chatting, help us through transfer any which way you can. We will so appreciate. Thank you all so much, and God bless you. Moving on right now, I think the next person after Mr. Chooks should be Tiobala. Tiobala, are you there? Yes, like Tiobala
No,
is no longer
Tiobala is
here.
gone now. Tiobala is gone.
Tiobala
I
is
think
gone. So,
after
Mr.
Mr.
CM,
is CM now. Mr.
Mr.
CM,
CM,
please,
are you there? Okay. Over to you, Mr. CM. We
Yeah,
want to hear your
please. I think
submission.
I, I missed the video on Sowore. I think so.
Oh,
hello.
okay. You miss a Sowore video.
Did you hear
Okay,
me?
I don't know. Yes, we can hear
Okay,
you loud and clear.
what
Can you hear
Sowore
me?
was saying that he can go to his village freely, but Peter Obi cannot go to his village freely because I don't know what was his reason anyway. So you missed that video, but fortunately we can't play it again. So he was talking down on Obasanjo and talking down on Peter Obi. Please use 2 minutes to quickly respond to this, Mr. CM.
Okay, yeah, it's at least as if I know Sowore will be talking down on P2B. Remember in my earlier submission, I said P2B was in at Soludo's hometown, which is Isofia, and that is a neighboring town to Agolo, where P2B come from. They have a land border or something like that. So if he's saying that P2B cannot go to his hometown, Sowore is just being jealous. I think the whole thing boils down to the fact that all this opinion pool, nobody mentions Sowore. It's only Kwakwanso, P2B, Tinubu, and Atiku. So that will sort of engender some measure of jealousy in him. So all those things he's saying, and if he's saying it like I keep saying, he's only making himself to look, well, I wouldn't use the bad word. He's only making people to lose the little confidence, like people like some of us have on him. He's losing it. One, I'm being objective in my analysis. If faced with Sowore, P2B, Kwakwanso, Atiku, and maybe the rest also, one could say, okay, they are going for a public position. They want to be president. All of them, they must have gotten private sector experience. Sowore ran supporter reporters, P2B his private business, Atiku his own private business. He has farms and whatever he opens before he come into politics. Tinubu, a private business, a private experience. He was in Mobile, whether with forged result or not. Then Kwakwanso was also a farmer before he came in. Then public sector experience. Kwakwanso was governor, senator, and the rest of them. Tinubu was former governor. He's a public sector experience. Peter will be former governor, public sector experience. Who again haven't I mentioned? Kwakwanso, governor, former public sector experience. Atiku, vice president, public sector experience. Sowore, you do not have a public sector experience. So if you are using the elimination, one might say, okay, we eliminate Sowore in this round. Then you compare the quality of the public experience between Tinubu and those things. So when people say this, when people recommend Sowore, please try your hand in something like, well, if you want, you do. If not, it doesn't mean I won't force him to be a councillor or a senator or whatever. You can vie. But if I'm the person shortlisting people for interview, I will eliminate you based on or being objective. I will say it that all the contestants, they've gotten public sector and private sector experience. Sowore, all that you've got is only private sector. You haven't got a public sector experience. So on the basis of that, we eliminate you on this round. It's like playing the World Cup. You start from group phase, elimination series until you get to 2, and then from 2 to 1, just like we witnessed 2 months ago. So if he feel that Nigerians are not intelligent enough to think this way, well, it's really a shame. By the way, who is conducting his campaign? How many crowd comes to the stadium? Wouldn't that tell him, even without the opinion poll? Sure, why not stop going to different media houses talking? Go to the field. Go like a Makodi. They say Sowore is coming. Go to the stadium and stand. Know the people that are you. That's why they call public sector. Whether you pass that or the masses, taste of the masses. What is it called? How do they describe this? So that they let us know how many people to close their shop or leave their business and say they are going to the stadium because Sowore is coming to address them. Although you can
Thank
see
you.
that of Tinubu, it might not be much. You can see that of Atiku and all these things. But Sowore, if you haven't done this, all you do is to go from one media houses and conduct interview and start to slander people and then talk nonsense and then say this, that. You are losing you are even making some of us to query that you pass through Columbia University. Did Columbia University pass through you? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CM. Thank you. Thank you for that submission. The next person is supposed to be Mr. Alice. I don't know if he's still there. Is Mr. Alice still available?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Your submission to this space for 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah. As for Mr. Sowore, I'm really disappointed. When I think back how we all pulled our resources to support him and thought he was no. Disappointment is the only word I can use for him. He needs to learn the following things. First, he has to humble himself. There is no way. He's a grown-up man. He already has children, I think 2 or whatever. I don't know. He has a family. He should know that without humility in life, you can't go. You can't move in this life. Let him just humble himself. That's the only thing I can just say about him. Please humble yourself. I don't want to say, I don't know. Don't want to start using words towards him because it's so painful when somebody that you so much had this love for that. The reason why I cannot say Sowore, I don't know what to say about him anymore, really. But as long as the people's choice is against the people, then there's nothing I can say than to say, Sowore, stay on your own. Let the train that is taking Nigeria out of this mess just go. If you stay on the way, the train might crash you. That's the only advice I can give to him. I don't have any other thing to say. You people, everybody here has already said what they could say about him. It's just disappointment that I have. That's all I will say about him.
Thank you, Mr. Alice, for that submission. Yeah, I think it's a good advice to Sowore. It's a key word. Sowore needs to be a bit humble because I think the major problem Sowore have, I've always said it in this platform, even when so many people here were in support of him. I like his struggle. I have always seen all what he has done, but I was never too convinced because of this spirit of I, myself, and I that he have. The problem with Sowore is that he feel that no other person have the idea to fix Nigeria. He's the only one that can. He don't believe in any other person's idea. So in this life, there is nobody that knows it all. I think he really needs to humble himself in that aspect and calm down, try to work with people, because you can't do it alone. Okay, imagine somebody just said here that nobody know his party chairman, nobody know his campaign manager, nobody know. The party has always been like a one-man stand thing. You are always the same candidate, come every year, every 4 years, you always come out for the presidential candidate. You are unopposed, nobody come out with you. I mean, there are some certain things you need to put in place. By getting this, you need other people by your side. You need to work with people. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex, for that advice. If he will take, it's very, very important, because I believe it's what is also taking Peter Obi to where he is right now. The way the man is very, very humble, down to earth person. Thank you. I don't know if Mr.
Yes.
Ehi is still there.
So the next person right now, we have two new people right here. Two
Yes,
Niger
I can
and
see
CBD.
two Niger and Mr. CBD.
Yes, it's now
So,
the turn of two Niger, then followed by NCBD. Two Niger, good evening to
okay.
you.
Yeah, greetings, everyone, and the chat and to the viewers. Yeah, this thing where people keep jealousy and thing, I don't know, man. These are grown men. I don't know why people keep saying jealous. People have beliefs sometimes. I don't think some of the things Sowore was saying is valid, and have serious issues with Sowore. The first time I heard him speak, because I've heard of him a lot, you know, Nigerians speak quite highly of him, you know, he struggled and all the rest. But I just heard him and it felt like he either was traumatized or he's not so far removed from the politicians he liked to criticize. Maybe he's not this thing, but he has arrogance about him, you know. So, and he, without actually indulging in power struggle in terms of actually running any state or anything, and he just makes statements, and some of his statements are not even good. You know, I said it before. This is what is the worst candidate I've seen in this circle in terms of security. His security program is to hire mercenaries. You know, that is what makes me so annoyed. This man that said he has struggled for Nigerian youth and fought for Nigerian youth, and his solution is, you know what? Let's create jobs for foreigners to come and kill those youths. That is his idea. All his struggle, that's what it came down to. And he's there bad-mouthing Obasanjo. You can say whatever I like about Obasanjo. He does things that some people don't like and some people like. But for all you can accuse him of, he has a level of consistency in terms of saying he wants the country to remain one. I think somebody called him a nationalist. I think that was Tiobala or something. He has his drive. Whatever he wants, he feels like that is the right thing for the country, and that's what he's doing. And he don't just say it, according to the other day, he was talking about he went to war and took a bullet for the country and all the rest. He didn't just do that. He was also convicted to death once. He went to prison. I think was it not Yaradua that served under him also that died in prison? Some people died in prison and didn't come out. He came out. And I don't understand why some people just, this is not child's play here. He's jealous of this one. That's why he's endorsing that one. That is not how people like that think. You think it's about to face firing squad or death for them to start thinking, oh no, I'm jealous of that guy now. I'm jealous of this one now. If that is the kind of mindset after you faced all that kind of turmoil in your life, then I don't know why you even have to bother facing that.
Niger, sorry for coming into your space. Who, I don't understand the word jealous from you. Who is it coming from? Who is jealous in who?
Obasanjo, a lot of people have been hearing a lot that Obasanjo is jealous of Buhari. Obasanjo is jealous of I'm like, what kind of rubbish talk is that? Why? I don't know why people say all this, and the people are using it a lot. This is not the second girls this in arena we are talking about here. They're talking about grown men being jealous of this one jealous of this one. That's why this one is endorsing this one. It's ridiculous. That's not what people are doing. People have strong opinions. This is a nation here, and some people have taken risks with their lives. And sometimes when people say these things, it really baffles me. Look at the other day, I just saw a video of Buhari almost dying before he became president. it was what's his name? So the vehicle gave him a bulletproof vehicle, and there was a bomb blast right next to that car that shattered a lot of glasses, even in the car, and people around the car died. I don't know whether Nigerians noticed that. I never saw that before. Shocked to see the video. This is something. These were not joking around, and people just use terms. He's jealous, and they just make Nigerians feel like these things are not that important. If Obasanjo sees Peter Obi today, I knew that a long time ago that was coming. They have been saying it. I've been saying it, or IBB has said it. All these people have been saying it, and I'm telling you, if more people need to come out and endorse Peter Obi, they will come out. What makes it dramatic is that Peter Obi is not of any major political party that has run this country before. That's what makes it dramatic. That's why they are all shocked and like, how is he doing this about it? Even if it was clear, they have been telling them. APC could have chosen Obasanjo. Maybe Obasanjo wouldn't be here today. Maybe he had chosen Wike for PDP. Maybe Obasanjo wouldn't be here today. But they want them. They don't want these old guards. And out of all the old guards, the two worst ones is the ones they picked. And what do you want Obasanjo to do? Go and endorse these Kakos people to come and run the country at this stage in our history when they need competent leaders to be in that position. And you have someone like Peter Obi there that, thank goodness, he left a PDP to separate himself, at least to give Nigerians a chance to have a leader that is not ill, riddled with corruption and all kinds of dirty dealings. And then he endorses somebody, and then people are shouting. And this is the thing about this is Sowore. Sometimes the guy doesn't know how to mix things up. Sometimes you have to say, this is where specifically I disagree with somebody. Like, I respect the struggles of Sowore, but I disagree with his policy. I actually consider it the worst of all the candidates. As much as I respect his struggle, I also respect his fail. I also hate his failure. His failure, because right now in the country, Sowore is supposed to be the flag bearer of the ultimate opposition to the government, or the ultimate opposition to the corrupt system. That's what they brand him for. But if that is his policy, I consider him a gatekeeper, and he's actually blocking the way of a true opposition to the system. He's just there wasting people's time. Arguing for what? Mercenaries to the current. That's his policy. If you hear about his economic policy, there is nothing there. How is that man the ultimate opposition to the government? He's not a serious candidate. He's just there insulting people. I don't even think people. I think Omoye said it now. Whether he was even still in the race. The way he's behaving like a lightweight. He's not ready. God forbid that guy, the nation falls into his hand. People think they are complaining about dictatorship. That guy is out of his mind. You people that are coherent and see good thing where it is and see a bad thing where it is. If you just mix everything together, it's anarchy you're going to get. And I believe that what Obasanjo has done here is the right thing, and he has done it for specific reasons. He talked about equity. He talked about character. In short, all of them. We all know all of them. It's just obvious. It's been. I've said it. You look at even Buhari. The video Buhari released yesterday was basically endorsing Kwakwaso. Crazy. Do you see Buhari talking about Tinubu like that? These people at the top are tired. They are even tired of their own kind. They want a new person. They want to be able to bring the country together. They are not stupid. And that is how they are supposed to behave. Because they want, even if, let's say you are corrupt even, a corrupt person wants money now. Not to tear the whole farm down. Some of all these the people like Atiku and Tinubu, they are just anarchists. They are not ready to build anything. They would rather keep the country in the same place just to make themselves look good. To be fair, if somebody accuses Tinubu of being a little bit vain, one can accuse him of being that, because that Lokun speech is clearly vain. Coming out openly to be embarrassing a president that you are the reason why he became president. Clearly, that video Buhari released this was basically, I think this week, I'm not sure what that precisely, but I saw it yesterday. He was basically addressing in a way that point. If you are the one that so-called made me president, look at the man that literally saved my life. Like literally saved my life. If he hadn't given me that armored vehicle, maybe he wouldn't be there to be president. This behavior, this arrogance that some politicians have, and the ones that are not very good at it are the ones that do all these things, like people like Tinubu, people like Sowore, and I really don't like them. That's why I don't like them. I like the fact that some people are loyal to Tinubu and some people are loyal to Sowore, but they themselves, their arrogance, that aiming to feel like you should support me because it's me. What have you got to offer? Tinubu, Sowore out of the way. Atiku, that one, I don't even know where he belongs anymore. This whole is going to hinge on either Peter Obi or you are going to get a serious problem in this country. And I get a feeling that the elites at the top, people like even IBB, technically has actually endorsed Peter Obi too. And I get the feeling that he needs to come out openly and do it. He will do it if Peter Obi needs it. Because if you watch the way these people behave, is that if they feel like, oh, Peter Obi's campaign is not going too well, it needs a little bit of a push, you will see more of them come out. There is a reason why Peter Obi is still in that race, because some of what these people have told him, go. We are behind you. These old kakos, we are going to hold them back, no matter what. For whatever reason. So let's try to keep things in perspective. Personally, I don't like just to paint everything black and white, to paint the country as if the country is in hell and everything is torn to pieces. I'm telling you, the country is not necessarily not going back. There are things that are working in that country, and I really hate the fact that people say things are bad all the time. Yes, things are bad. There are angels in that country doing good work. I've seen some village in Delta recently, and the train station they have there looks as good as the one they have here in the UK. I was shocked when I saw that video. So some people are doing work. Peter Obi is about to come in now. Peter Obi is alone. His election alone will make a drastic difference to Nigeria's unity. And guess what unity does? Everything else improves. Peace, justice, all those things improves. Then not to mention the character of the man. The way he approaches politics. He's not a confrontational person. And chances are that Nigerians are going to be behind him all the way. The way he behaves, the way he has behaved as a governor, that is a lot to... Why do you expect Obasanjo to side with somebody else? The other two candidates are useless. Completely useless. So that's why I will leave it. I don't want to rant about this too much, because this thing where in the media they talk about this nonsense all the time. Like he's jealous of Buhari, he's jealous of Atiku, he hates this one. Stop it. He doesn't hate anybody. This guy he lived when his commander-in-chief Murtala Muhammad died, and he was made a head of state, and before you know it, he handed over to civilian DC regime. This guy has put his life at risk over and over again for the country. And you have to respect. This is why I picked people like Obasanjo and people like someone like Peter Obi, because they have two eyes. They don't have only one. They see Nigeria and they see the world. They see our greater family. They see Africa and they see the Atlantic, past the Atlantic Ocean. Peter Obi went to Haiti in 2010. Obasanjo is basically the founder of the Pan-African Parliament in Africa right now.
Thank you.
These people, they have eyes beyond what most Nigerians like to see. And my support for Peter Obi is not based on what most people and all the rest of it. Those are there, but for me, there are bigger forces at play that I believe that these two guys are correct.
Thank you.
They have to choose somebody like Peter Obi. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. The next person is Isibidi. Isibidi, are you there with us? Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Ninja Watch, Sister Irene, the panelists, and everyone listening. Well, oh, what's the name? What's the name of this person now? Sowore, yeah, Sowore, sorry. Well, Sowore,
So,
well,
CBD, are you trying to tell us that you forgot Sowere's name? I
honestly,
CBD.
You need to forget. Me to forget.
It's
It's
possible you
CBD,
can
I'm there
forget
with
even
you.
Guy, Madam Momo Yefetoka say he thought he's not part of the race. Now you forgot his name. Oh, God.
we are all forgetting his name. He's
Now what he
forgotten.
bring himself to now? Now he cause him by himself.
yeah. So, well, the thing is that for people that have been supporting him, I understand the confusion or the disappointment. But for someone like me, I don't have that sentiment because I even when he was running in 2019, I saw the frenzy. I saw how people felt he could make a change. But I also respected because anybody that the people choose, you just have to, even if you don't like that person, it's better you just keep quiet. But for me, I saw that based on what he did 2015 with his Sahara group, the media, some people will feel like, oh, but to be honest with you, I saw what happened then. And unfortunately, most of us Nigerians, sometimes we do not um, look at how, the timeline of events and how things unfold for us to be able to understand some of the true character of some of these people. For example, uh, then there was this huge media propaganda and gang up against the Goodluck Jonathan then. It was from everywhere. And if you ask me, everybody might have their own opinion about Jonathan's administration, but I'll tell you that Jonathan is, to me, the only thing that he lacked was probably the will and the kind of the very strong, should I say, boldness to be able to confront, the forces that were before him. And what he faced mostly was betrayal. Betrayal from everywhere, both from the south, both from his own people. We can see someone like Asari Dokubo now, that obviously we have seen clearly that it was the Agbado man that is probably responsible for his beef with Jonathan. When he came out and started shouting, Jonathan did him this and that, and that's supposed to be his brother. Then, so what I'm trying to say is this: they ganged up against Jonathan. They used the media, all kinds, including channels. Every time Sahara reporters, I remember all these things because I read some of these media people, what they write, not because I want them to change my mind, but just to be able to see their propaganda sometimes. It's good to know what they're doing. So it was too much, and they used everybody. These people were praising the current president, including the same Sowore. Uh, these are all the people that were behind the current administration in terms of media and everything. And that's why some people felt, whether it's true or not, but with this kind of attitude or character, is why some people felt like he is kind of indirectly working for the establishment, because or maybe he's kind of disguising. There's some people that accuse him of that till date, because even if you look at how he was released, was it just before the campaign season took off. So I'm not saying that that's the case, but that's just why some people have that sentiment. So my point is that Sowore, we can't really tell him not to be humble. I mean, to be humble and all that, because I feel like he knows exactly what he's doing. Uh, Nobody knows if this whole thing is pure, whether he's saying it based on exactly how he feels, or if he's doing some bidding indirectly, and or if it's just a matter of frustration. Because if you look at him, uh, he doesn't have the, some people say you don't need experience, you just need. He's not in a country like Nigeria. With no disrespect to countries like maybe Sierra Leone, Liberia, and all that, but Nigeria is not one of these small countries, where somebody can just maybe from being, a musician or an actor or something, or some celebrity will come and become president. Nigeria is too complex. Nigeria is very kind of complicated. So you need someone with experience, at least start from somewhere, handle, have a public service record. Of course, we're not talking about running your own business, media business. That's a business. We're talking about serving, your constituents or just being in an elected, position. So you need to start from somewhere, let people test you, feel that power. They say give a man power and you know the real character of the person. So let him have a feel of power, so that we can see all these things that he's saying, let him display it in his constituency. Then we can be able to know if he can handle something like the presidency of the nation. So to be honest with you, Sowore, no matter what he says, it won't change anything. But I understand why some people feel a bit disappointed. I'm not, because even in 2019, I was not shouting Sowore, Sowore, because I understand what exactly went wrong and what they did. All of them, especially this mainstream media, what they did to Jonathan. And Jonathan had nothing. You can disagree if you want. Jonathan had nothing but the best intentions for Nigeria. Jonathan was trying to do everything possible. Did most of the people working for him, were they corruption free? No. But he himself, you saw how how they kind of held him down and held his hands behind. And I'm not even surprised why he decided not to even fight, because what is he fighting? Who is he going to be in the same camp with after fighting? It's still the same people. So the best thing for him, if you ask me, was to just get out of there, And but it's just quite unfortunate, and yeah. So I wouldn't bother so much with Sowore and what he's saying, because to be honest, I don't feel like he has the kind of personality, experience, character, and career success as someone like Peter Obi. So, he can just, whatever he's saying, I think is just coming out of frustration. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. CBD, for that submission. I can see Mr. Jaja thank you, Mr. Jaja, for super chatting us. God bless you. We appreciate your constant support to this platform. I know we are on this together. Our obedient brother. Thank you so much. God bless you. I think there's nobody left, Mr. Niger Watch.
Yes, we are done.
Yeah, everybody have made a submission. Okay. My people, as you all know, we are here every day, 7 days of the week. We are always here to sensitize the people, to communicate to the people. Who is that? Mute yourself.
It's Martin. I want to ask a question, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask Mr. Elvis. Sorry, Mr. Najawash, have you seen any of Showore's spokesman or spokeswoman? Have you seen any?
None.
Okay.
He speaks for himself.
I know why.
He speaks for himself. Thank you very much. All right.
Sowore is one show. It's a one-man show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Madam Irene was actually saying something, but we have man of prestige who's just joining us right now. Man of Prestige, we are rounding up now. Good evening to you, sir. We are going to give you 2 minutes to quickly talk to us before we round up.
Yeah, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I've been trying to get in, but I came in late. I guess the studio was filled up, so I was unable to get in. But thanks for allowing me to make my speech for a minute or so. Yeah, I think I understand the subject we are talking about, but I'm only going to talk about the Obasanjo endorsement that has been causing a lot of uproar all over the country. I mean, it has been a very dramatic, since Obasanjo endorsement. I mean, everybody's saying, jealous or that kind of things. What people don't understand, if Obasanjo endorsement doesn't mean anything, why is everybody coming, clamoring, crying and everything? So it's generating a lot of interest from all background, the whole Nigerians, and that's good. Whether good criticism or bad criticism of Obasanjo endorsement, but what does that do to Obi? Yeah, it generates a very good interest in every forum for Obi. That's what it's doing. Having said that, all the whole criticism, like the Buhari saying that I think it's Buhari people, the presidency, to my own understanding, was talking about Obasanjo being jealous. I mean, what is it to be jealous? You can't compare Obasanjo with Buhari. I mean, look at where Buhari has taken the country. It's not even comparable. I mean, in terms of GDP, the inflation. I mean, when when Obasanjo was the president, Nigerian inflation rate was only about 3%. Look at what we have right now. I mean, 15%. I'm sorry. Look at what we have right now. It's almost 20 something. It's going to almost 30%. So it's uncomparable. So I don't understand the inflation they're trying to talk about. So everything they're just talking about doesn't make any sense. But so I'm glad about the endorsement of Obasanjo. So that's all I have to say about that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Man of Prestige, for coming in the last minute. Your contribution means a lot to us. Thank you very much, everybody. Madam Irene, thank you so much for this wonderful moderating you gave to us today. Thank you. May God bless you. Always, always, always appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Elvis. Thanks for always being here. And thanks for standing for what you believe. And thanks for being the driver of this movement and this platform from beginning to when we are going February. And thank you for not relenting. Thank you for your consistency. And we really do appreciate. And I'm proud to say that it gladdens my heart anytime I come to this platform to see you, my Edo brother, to be in front line of this movement. I am not sounding tribalistic here, but I just want to appreciate and say it the way it is in my heart. God bless you and your family. Happy New Year to you.
Same here. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. We are done for today. It's 4 hours, 17 minutes now. Stay counting. Yes, yes, yes. We're going to be back here again tomorrow morning by 10 a.m. We have a news review here every day for 10 a.m. Monday to Saturday. Our news review is going to be reduced to 5 days now. We're not going to be having Saturday anymore. It's going to be Monday to Friday. Yes, we have a normal discussion like this Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. Why Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday, 6 p.m. we are here. But Friday is more special because it's a debate where anybody can come here, where we argue and talk about the things that's affecting you and I. I appreciate every one of you, everyone on the comment section. I want to say thank you so much, all our spectators. Thank you so much, all our wonderful panelists today. Without you guys, we can't do this. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you, my wonderful panelists. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to appreciate all those that shared our videos today, those that liked our video. Please continue to like before you leave right now. And I want to appreciate everyone that super chatted us today. We are saying that thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, your pocket will never run dry. Thank you very much, my good people. Please, let's stand for what is right. Is it that Peter will be or nothing? That is the only hope we have right now. Nobody else. If it was two, I will still let you know. I'm a very, very straightforward person, even though I know I'm not perfect. But if you look at it, the three front runner is only Peter Obi. There's no way, you open your eye to say you want Atiku or Tinubu. That means you want us to continue to dwell in this suffering. And we are saying we rebuke it. There's no way they can win this election by the special grace of Almighty God, because the people have decided to follow Peter Obi. 25th of February is just around the corner. Thank you very much, people. Continue to share our videos, like our videos, continue to encourage us. If it's your first time to come our channel and you come across this video, endeavor to subscribe, share, and like. And God bless all of you now. Take care. I will say good night, my wonderful people.
Because I said the failure of PDP and APC has made their spokespersons compulsive liars. And I'm talking statistics to be fact-checked. Dr. McCall, the Director General of the Poverty Alleviation Program under PDP, said Anambra State had the lowest poverty rate. We will be fact-checked for you to know. They don't have any other thing to offer. And when it came to the issue of endorsement, you saw his white lie. APC craved and nearly stole Obasanjo's endorsement. They went to him, and after talking with him secretly, they came out publicly to tell Nigerians that Obasanjo has endorsed them. He was there in the open. And Obasanjo had to retrieve his mandate. Because I've said it that everybody in APC is a thief, including animals. And even endorsement, they want to steal.
Wahala.
But one thing I forbid is telling myself a lie, because to thine own self be true. There is nothing on the table for me to use to defend APC. Nothing. And that is why when both of them are talking, I don't know what both of them are still waiting in their parties. They should make a competition on who failed more. The competition between PDP and APC is who failed more, because both of them are failures.
Well, respond to that.
Do you know, the last time I heard him talk, he said he was blind, and now that it's obvious he's still blind, he's not seeing.
In 1 minute.
No.
Right.
Yes. The APC person, they hired a drug trafficker by the judgment of a court, and he has not resigned. Drug trafficker by the judgment of a court.
Yeah, but no
PDP,
no court has ruled on that drug trafficker that you talk about.
No, not 10 districts of Illinois courts, certified true copy, drug baron. The PDP man is talking about Atiku Abubakar. William Jefferson was sent to jail in America, and he said $100,000 bribe he took from Atiku Abubakar. Moreover, President Obasanjo said the worst mistake he has made on earth is hiring Atiku Abubakar to be the vice president. That is the most corrupt person on earth. Has he resigned? Doyin Okugbe resigned. Now, PDP, APC, two heads, one monster with two heads, PDAPC. Now, Dino Melaye and Atiku Abubakar left PDP, joined APC. Okay. They were the ones that brought Buhari to power. They destroyed APC, they destroyed PDP, and enthroned APC. I was not in APC then.
Does your Peter Obi have what it takes to change all of this dynamics in 30 seconds?
Peter Obi is on a mission.
What's that mission?
To stop the deterioration of Nigeria.
All right.
Peter Obi has a mission to change Nigeria from poverty to prosperity. Peter Obi has a mission with Dati Ahmed, a man of character, capacity, competence, to change this Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
And two of them, I'm inviting them to join this new way.
Gentlemen,
because they
have to say thank you very much for joining us.
Buhari! Say it again, Buhari! 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 Say it again, Buhari!